Dana.
I'm Maddie.
And we're so excited to be able to be kind of in a room together filming for you guys.
Yes.
We wanted to give you an update on how summer is going. We know this summer has looked completely different than any other summer we've had.
For sure.
So we want to know how your summer is going, and we'll share some updates with us.
Yes.
In the clinic, things here are different. We all have lovely new accessories that we're wearing all the time. And we're taking temperatures of patients when they come in. We are making sure, we always wash our hands. We're really good in the therapy industry about keeping things clean and hygienic, but we're definitely spending extra time cleaning everything, and as soon as a patient is done with their piece of equipment, we're washing it immediately, and we're just trying to keep our clients spaced farther apart in the clinic than we probably would have before. But fortunately, people still need physical therapy, so we have been very lucky, knock on wood, that patients have still been coming in to see us, and we've been able to stay open. So really kind of business as usual with a lot of extra disinfectant here at Smith. So things are good. How about you, Maddie? How's summer going for you?
It's been pretty good, and I want to add in, you're lucky we have this big new space.
Yeah,
because we wouldn't be able to distance as well in the smaller space.
Yeah,
I just thought about that.
Okay, we probably would have had to close in our old
Probably.
space. It was the size of the room that we're in right now.
Yeah.
And now we're so lucky to have more space to social distance for sure.
Exactly. And other than that, I've been doing pretty good with summer. It's been a little bit different than I had envisioned prior, of course. But I was lucky enough that I still was able to do a summer internship through a leadership committee in our county here in McHenry County, which was great. And they still were able to have interns in person, which I was extremely lucky to have because most kids didn't even have a job.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so I was able to do that for 2 months in the summer, which was what it was originally supposed to be. We had to do all the same experiences, which was nice. Obviously a little bit different, sometimes virtual for some of the part-time hosts, and it was all about looking at different nonprofits. So some of the experiences were slightly different, but for the most part, business as usual like it is here.
Yeah.
Of course, with extra precautions like masks and temperature checks and gloves and things like that when we needed it. But
Sure.
It was still a really great experience. And I was also able to still do my online class that I was supposed to take originally, of course.
Thank goodness you got that in.
Yes, so I did that.
What class was that, Maddie?
I took Physics 2.
Fun, so fun.
Yes, and I took the lab online too, so really fun.
How did that work, doing the lab online?
It was I don't know if you've heard of PhET simulations. It's through a Colorado school, I think it's the UC schools in Colorado. And they put together, they're called PhET, I'm not sure what that stands for, maybe something with physics. So I know we used them in high school,
Okay.
and they just did all of them online through that, and we would just record it like typical data, and do the math, and we'd have to screen record our screens and take screenshots so they knew that we were actually doing the simulation, not just plugging in numbers, because that would be easy to do. But yeah, it still worked out really well. We did tests online, quizzes online. It was really interesting because I'd never taken a solely online course. I had done second semester online because of all that's going on.
Right.
But that was like Zoom lectures and really synchronous learning. This was completely asynchronous. So it kind of got me ready for this semester for the couple asynchronous classes. But really we just had PowerPoints and book things. We never saw the teacher. We never did any type of intro. We would just do some discussion posts, and it was really interesting.
That is interesting. We're so lucky, not that we're in the middle of a pandemic, obviously, but we're so lucky that we have the technology that's been able to keep us up to date with school and things like that. And we've actually pivoted a little bit here too and seen some clients virtually, which has been kind of a learning experience for all of us, but it's really neat to be able to see clients that can't make it into the clinic. We can still do a virtual session with them at home.
And how does that work? Are you more of just assessing where they're at then? Is it more of a follow-up type thing, or can you do an assessment like a first appointment like that?
Yeah, we've been able to do first appointments like that. It's more observation. We're not able to get in there and specifically measure things, but by looking at someone's functional mobility and asking asking them to, you know, if it's their neck, to turn their head and just observe how they're moving. We've actually been able to come up with pretty good treatment plans for those people.
That's great. It is interesting to think about how that could be implemented later down the line, and it'll be interesting to see when I graduate school if that's something that they'll still be implementing, and if telehealth is going to be even bigger, and that's what they're teaching us.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have a telehealth class in 4 years.
No kidding. Yeah. I think it would have been helpful for us, that's for sure, because
Yeah.
we had to get very creative with it.
I think some professions are going to move to more telehealth.
I think, you know, it's a convenience thing, and even for you, for school, you're able to do so much more from home. So it's been a good learning curve in a lot of ways too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're happy to see everyone again, and hopefully we can give you more updates as I start school next week.
I can't believe we're going back.
I know.
Year 2. So yeah, starting hopefully in the next like 2 weeks, we'll have an update on how Maddie's doing at school. Probably not much is going to change in my life, but school, I'll be excited to hear all of your updates from school.
Yeah, and you'll really be able to compare her experience to my experience, as it's now going to be even more different than it was originally.
Right? Yeah, as if the 20+ year difference in our education
Wasn't enough.
wasn't enough. Now we're throwing all of this in. So yeah, it'll be good to compare and contrast again where we're at. So yeah, well, thanks for coming in. It's so good to see you. We're in the same room. I know. And we hope all of you are staying happy and healthy, and we look forward to seeing you again with some video updates soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.